We, the deaf people around the world, know that deaf people can travel, but many hearing people still have a different viewpoint. What about deaf-blind people? Hi, I'm Kevin, and I am a deaf-blind person who travels the world. I created Feel the World. Hi, I'm Leah, and I'm an SSP, but also his friend. Feel the World is about deaf-blind people and how we can travel the world. A lot of people wonder, how do deaf-blind people communicate when they travel the world? Like, how can you communicate? But I don't think I'm the right person for that. I want you to share your experience. How do deaf-blind people around the world navigate while traveling? Well, when I meet people, I try to teach them how to use ProTactile. It's kind of awkward to touch at first, but I kind of show them and I encourage them. It does take time. An SSP is a support service person. So they're like a guide, and they help lead the individual. A lot of the times, deaf-blind people, they can't see what the scenery looks like, so the SSP will describe it so that the deaf-blind person can imagine it. They'll explain what the scenery looks like. That way the deaf-blind can kind of imagine what it will look like. Some deaf-blind people have low vision, so they can't see very well, so they'll describe that. See, he's holding my hand because that way he can understand. It's food. It's a bowl, kind of like pho. So an SSP will kind of do this so that he knows what they're thinking. And he can hold my hands like this so he can know what I'm talking about. A lot of deaf people will use facial expressions to understand different cues, but deafblind people can't do that. So she'll do this to explain the difference between like laughing and nodding. To communicate with deaf people, it's hard around the world because everyone has the different languages. But it takes a lot to communicate and to learn from that. Oh, there's a lot of different languages, so when they'll sign an ASL, and I'll turn to him and explain it, make sure that he understands, but if not, then I have to interpret to them. There's a lot of barriers that I need to break and block for the deafblind individual. He's a strong deafblind. You can see they just kept saying that he can't. I was getting so frustrated, so I was trying to explain to him what was going on. And it was really hard because I know it's not impossible. He can count. Like, that's simple. It's really not hard. So I turned to him and I said, "Can you count?" He said, "Of course." "For how long?" So it was only 5 seconds. So I explained everything to him. And he was able to swim with the dolphins. It went well. And we proved them that he can do it. We plan to go to Asia for 2 months in 2020, and we plan to continue our project. deafblind community understands that you can travel. See you later. Touch you later. We can... Ugh, never mind.